One reason I don't know where they are is because usually when we put them up like this, we'll wait till they're out in that big field that you saw earlier, and the main herd, Bobby and me will get behind them and drive them on into the catch pen. But today was about a 95-degree day, and one of my best friends, Butch Dover, is the farm manager down here, and he called me up and said, we need to get these cows in before dark. So it's about 7 o'clock, things have cooled off a little bit, but the cows are scattered everywhere. Some of them are down in the marshy areas, some of them are up in the woods cooling off, some of them are over the hill in another pasture. So it's not quite as pretty as it would be the other way, but we plan to do a video of that soon too. Keep in mind, these aren't dairy cows that just come in and are handled every day. These are organic grown free-range cattle that live out here with the wild dogs and the coyotes and everything else. I'm trying to condition these cows to where Bobby can go out and bring them on in. I can call them up and he can bring them on in and have them file past me to where I can monitor them to some degree and look at them and see that they're healthy and nothing's wrong with them. Make sure all their calves are with the cows, and sometimes this time of year we want to get fescue foot. Butch and his crew will have to tend to them. Getting them to come past me is the hard part. They smell a rat now. I'll back off a little bit and have the dog put a little more pressure on them. See if things won't go any smoother here. They're about as afraid of me as they are the dog. The Harris farm is one of the oldest family-owned and run farms in the state of Georgia. This is all these cows, land's owned by Hubert Harris. Herky's a good friend of mine, and I keep my stock down here, and I train my dogs to work sheep and goats. And about 2 years ago we decided that we needed to break some of these cows, and we could have done it easier with a generation change, but we didn't. Instead of starting out with calves that were dog broke and let them be brood cows, we went ahead and worked the old ones, and this is a cow-calf operation, and Bobby's done real good. Keep in mind that this is one man and one dog, and it's going to take us about 10 minutes. And there's several ways to go about this job. One's to get 3 or 4 pickup trucks and your buddies to come over and help you, or you can train your cows to come to you when you call them and bring them up, and that works real good, and you sweet feed them. But you always have that 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 or 12 that just won't come in. That's where the dog does his job. And this right here, this cow, giving him a little bit of a hard time, but the cows and the calf, it's their calf, we can't hardly move them. Now watch this.
Bobby, lie down. Lie down. Walk on.
Now that is one of the prettiest things to me.
Lie down. Walk on. Lie down. Lie down, Bobby. Lie down. Walk on. Steady.
I have a good bit of control over Bobby when I need it, But I'm trying to get him to learn to think for himself, because when he's over the hill, he doesn't have me to give him commands, and he has to think on his own. And I don't want him to get too mechanical on me. He has a nice soft touch with him. He's not afraid to bite him in the nose or bite him on the heel. His style is a little bit more, he'll run in front of them, stare at him, and give him an opportunity to go the way he wants them to, or have to fight him. Bobby never gets hurt, never gets kicked, and I try to never put him in a position to where he would get hurt. But one thing about him, he always brings the stock in.
Get off, Bobby. Get off. Bobby, that'll do. Bobby, that'll do here. That'll do here. Here. Bobby, that'll do. Here. Good Bobby. Come on. Good Bobby. Here.
All of these cows are organically grown, and they free range. They don't get messed with on an everyday basis, and that makes them a good bit tougher. Now here's a good example of what I was talking about earlier. You'll get to everything but that last bunch, and they'll want to run away. And that's where the dog does his job.
Get up! There! Lie down! Bobby, lie down! Away!
There's Rosie, the old red cow.
Lie down! Lie down! Lie down! Lie down. This is where you have the biggest trouble, these last 10 or 12. And they took off and wanted to go up the fence, and he didn't let them. That was great. Good job, Bob. Good job, son. Come here, buddy. Come here, Bobby. Here. Here, Bobby. Come on. Here, Bobby. Here, Bobby. Come on, good boy. Give me a hug. He's a good boy. He's the best boy. Yeah, you did a good job, son.
Well done, Bobby.
Bobby did a great job.